All right. Who is this your first DevOps KC meetup? Got about I can't count 8. Yeah, about 8. That's pretty good. So what we're gonna do is something new. We're gonna do what is DevOps short talk real quick. And Dan's gonna do that for us. So we're gonna switch out things and then we'll get on to the main stuff.
So, what is DevOps? I'll be your guide for this. We had debated a little bit about defining DevOps because it's rather indefinable across the industry. Everybody, pretty much fights against being defined. Every time you define it, someone comes up with a new definition. There's 5,000 of them. Probably however many people there are in DevOps is how many definitions there are, plus all the executives who have their own definition. So we decided to do it anyway. We'll add ours to the lot. So DevOps is culture. And I believe that for DevOps to work successfully, everybody has to be a leader. And really nobody can be a boss. Nobody can be the person that's telling everybody what to do because DevOps has trouble functioning in those types of environments. And you can't iterate fast enough. The communication cycles are just too far removed from the actual problem space. And it's all about teamwork. You can't have a good culture unless you're all working as a team. A team of leaders, people that are taking initiative and trying to solve the problems in an iterative way. So it's team time. I wanted to get a bunch of really nerdy, like the stuff from that you see in corporate nonsense. So all the people smiling, but I just couldn't take it. So here's an issue of communication where it will break down. So you need your communication to help facilitate your culture, and your culture should help facilitate your communication. This is something I think we all have seen, where development says it's 4, ops says it's 3. They're probably both right, but they haven't defined their terms correctly. And so we really need to, the reason we need to define DevOps is because you'll end up in a situation where you're at an enterprise and everybody has a different definition of DevOps. The only one that really matters is the executive with all the money. And so that makes it challenging for everybody else with the definition. So you really want to, I think, standardize around some of your definitions of your terms and DevOps itself at your enterprise within your domain. And then that should help avoid some of this because you'll at least understand that that person is talking about 3 of X and this person is talking about 4 of Y. Instead of them both looking at the same thing and thinking they're giving the same value to the same property when they really aren't. So part of this is caught up in Conway's Law. Thank you, Dane, for making me obsessed with this, wherever he is. So now, after he introduced me to this, I kind of see it everywhere. It's organizations which design systems are constrained to produce designs which are copies of the communication structures of these organizations. One example I look at now, looking back in history, is the ESB, where everything back then was a command and control structure, and so everything has to go through one system and then come back down and out somewhere else. And that's the way the ESB. Now microservices, they all just talk to each other. That's a more modern communication pattern. Not the command and control. Command and control often has issues there. So DevOps is also process. If your process looks like that, then your culture probably looks worse. They should really facilitate each other. Process should help culture, and culture should help process. And hopefully you don't end up with systems like that. If you have systems like that, and you've automated everything, and you've gotten every single new technology, then you're still going to take a month or 2 to deploy. Everything's going to be slow, and your customers are going to get mad. DevOps is a nice process. You want to try to find the short points and eliminate them. DevOps is also customer-centric. You should be measuring yourself against not how you're helping just your internal customers, but how you're providing value to your real customers. So are they having issues? So if you're on the back end and you only are focused on code deployments, you should also be trying to see what your metrics are related to how many, errors are happening on the client side, and figuring out how you're impacting that based off how fast you are able to allow developers to release. Because you're going to be a serious pain point in there, and you should be helping to improve that. So I believe DevOps is really a business execution pattern. The entire business needs to understand DevOps and work in a DevOps manner, or you're going to have HR, finance, procurement. Someone's always going to be holding you up, and that can take 6 months, and then by the time you get it to market, it's over. that product is no longer valuable. So I think you have to recognize that this is the case, and recognize the problem areas that you have. You need to formalize a program around those, and then you need to operationalize so that you can move forward past the initial program. And most importantly, this is just my definition of DevOps. So if you want to come work for me, there you go. That's what I define DevOps as. But you've got to do it in your own domain. So, yep.
Are you a guy on the 4 log or the 3 log side? This is important.
I see both.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
There is no log.
Yeah. All right, we'll have to talk. All right, any questions? There'll be a new definition next month. Maybe Aaron will give it.